Hey, everybody, I'm Leon Thomas. I'm back co hosting NRG this week with Mike Weiner. We have a great guest, another great episode. Welcome to NRG. Here we go. Hey, welcome to another episode of NRG this week. I'm Leon Thomas, the co host of NRG this week. We're here every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern. So that means in California, get up and watch the show. Watch the show before you go work out. If you're in Hawaii, I don't even know what time that is, but just figure it out. Or you can watch it later on YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook or wherever else the show's going because it's a live show. You could be a part of it live and make comments, but if you miss it live, that's okay too, as long as you watch and learn about NRG and the great people that are members of NRG. Before I bring our co host Mike Weiner in, I want to thank all of you for your prayers and thoughts and well wishes as I was sick and recovering. It's been a long road, but I'm back. So thank you for your prayers and well wishes and all the contacts that you've made with me to wish me the best. So again, thank you. Let's bring our co-host Mike Weiner on board here on the show. Hey Mike, how you doing?
Hey, Leon, I am doing great, and it's great to have you back. I missed you the last few weeks, and the power of Leon Thomas blew my camera to the side. So I'm calling in from my cell phone today. That's the power and wrath of Leon Thomas. But I'm really glad you're healthy and you're back, and I definitely missed you, brother.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. I appreciate you thinking about me, contacting me several times. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure.
So Mike, listen, I've been away for like 5, 6 weeks or whatever. I know that you had a NRG. I don't even know what you called it. Where everybody got together. You guys were playing pool and meeting and talking and networking and all of that stuff. I missed that. But you're lucky I wasn't there because I would have won every pool game, darts, and anything else that you had.
We're gonna have to set up a rain date for that, my friend, because I don't know about that. I really don't know. I think it's going to be a very competitive kind of Ravens Steelers like competitive pool thing, and we're gonna have to
Ooh.
reschedule, my friend. And sick or no sick, I'm bringing my A game. So get ready, get
All
ready.
right. All right. I hear you. I hear you. So tell me something really groovy, something new, something big that's happening with NRG, say in the next 2 to 3 weeks. What do we got?
We got two things coming up in the next 48 hours. We got the NRG experience tonight, which is for new people, 7 to 8 p.m. And we have got a speaker series tomorrow, James Monteith, LinkedIn lead generation. So if you want to learn more about LinkedIn, it's tomorrow. It's from 1 to 2 p.m. on our speaker series, Leon. And James has already created a major ripple through NRG. People are learning how to utilize LinkedIn, and there's like 984 million people across the world on LinkedIn. So if you're not tapping into that, you're missing out. You're leaving money on the table, and you're missing out on a lot of relationships.
And when is that taking place?
That is tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. It'll be on my Zoom number, and we're flat out excited to have James. James has been with me since November, and he's helping a lot of my NRG members utilize LinkedIn.
All right. Now, when you used the number just now, 984 million, I thought you were going to say there's 984 million NRG members, and I was like, whoa, man, this thing took off since mid March. Wow, but it's not. So I'm like, bring me
Uh,
back down. It's all right. It's
when
okay.
you interview me in 10 years, we might be there. It might be 2033. We're getting there. It's going viral. I can tell you, I've been busy and just trying to find some time to recollect my thoughts, but we've been super busy. And folks like Russell, brand new to NRG, we're going to be introducing him in a minute. But yeah, it didn't go that fast with you gone.
All right. But it has gone because I remember we met, what, 25 years ago?
And
And
now you're
look,
dating us. But yeah, 25 years ago.
look at you now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, right on. Well, it's good to be back in this seat here with you, Mike. We have
great.
a really good guest today, interesting guest, Mr. Russell Dye. Hey, Russell, how you doing?
Hey Leon, how you doing today? Hey Mike.
Hey, Russell.
Oh, Russell, before the show, you were telling me you're from. You know what? I don't know what it is with y'all in North Carolina.
Yeah. I live.
Everything is a region.
It is.
You
I,
know
I
where are you from? What's that region you're from?
so I distinguish, right? So I'm originally from the Washington D.C.
No,
area.
no, no, man.
I I live in
No.
North
Don't
Carolina.
try
There
to
we go.
come back up north. No.
I live
You
in
said
North
I'm
Carolina,
from the what?
the Piedmont Triad,
And what's that other triad they have over by Raleigh? What do they call that one? Yeah, the
triangle.
triangle.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Man, so everybody in North Carolina is great at geometry.
I reckon so. I reckon
Yeah.
so.
Oh, did he say?
Geometry, geography.
No, go ahead. You were saying you're originally from DC?
I'm originally from the Washington D.C. area, yeah, Waldorf, Maryland specifically, and that's how me and Mike just started to banter and go back and forth and kind of created the synergy for our relationship.
Yeah, right on. So tell us about your business. Tell us what you do.
Yeah, so I am by job title, I am the training manager of training and membership for an organization called Action Coach. Action Coach is a franchise that's based in 84 different countries. Yes, 84 different countries, and we've been around a long time. Our CEO is Brad Sugars, very well known, has several books on the market. Let you guys use your technology and Google him, but nonetheless, Action Coach does exactly what every business needs, and it supports a business in creating efficiency and profitability. So one of the biggest things we say is we like to help organizations to increase their profitability by 60% in a fiscal year. So there's a lot that goes into that. That is the big goal, but obviously we walk hand in hand with organizations to support that vision and support their growth. Our sweet spot for organizations, typically we have a 3-3-3 kind of a rule. So we say if you've been in business for 3 years, have 3 or more employees, and making $300,000 or more, we can really help organizations in that sweet spot get to where they're trying to go.
Mhm. All right on. And how long have you been in this business and doing this type of work?
So interestingly enough, I've been with Action Coach for almost 3 months, actually. Prior to that, I had a deep career in workforce development. So I was on the other side, but still supporting businesses. And when I say the other side, I was helping. I was working for an organization called Goodwill Industries. You guys may very well be familiar. I work for their corporate office as a regional manager of workforce development, supporting individuals who are seeking employment and training skills and things of that sort. So still kind of in the wheelhouse.
Hmm. Now you said the Piedmont Triangle.
Triad.
I'm sorry, Triad. What what are the cities involved there? What cities is that
Yeah,
for?
so Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and High Point, North Carolina.
Oh, that now you're talking like big basketball territory there.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Even though the ACC just left us.
What do you mean ACC left? What happened?
So the ACC was headquarters in Greensboro, North
Oh,
Carolina,
okay.
and then they migrated to Charlotte here probably just recently, a couple weeks
Oh,
ago.
oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. Got it. Have you heard of the Charlotte Swarm? The Greensboro Swarm.
Greensboro Swarm. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. We
Yeah.
attend games there pretty regularly. My
Okay.
daughter plays ball, so
Oh, right on. I went to college with the president of the Greensboro Swarm. His name is Steve Swatoa.
okay, awesome,
Yeah. In
awesome. Nice
fact,
little
we
fun
roomed
fact.
next door to each other.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he's the president of the Greensboro Swarm, where he probably has meetings all the time with some guy named Michael Jordan. But I get to meet with a Mike too, Mike Weiner.
We're all
So
privileged. We're all privileged.
yes, right. That's right. Yes, we are. Mike and I have known each other a long, long time. Russell, I won't go into it now, but sometime you and I will meet off camera and I'll tell you the story about how I met Mike, right? And and everything, and you'll really appreciate that. Mike, you and I could make like a 20, 25, 30 hour story about that. Maybe we should do our own show about how we met. What do you think, Mike?
I think we should do a movie. I think Mike and Leon will be the new Rocky Balboa of this century. So why not do a movie? Let's go for it.
Right on, right on. So, Mike, you and Russell, Mike Russell's been a part of NRG. Mike, go ahead and tell us how you met Russell and some things that's been happening since y'all have met each other.
Absolutely. Russell came to me not that long ago, probably about 2.5 months ago. Coach Bev had been a member of the Winston-Salem NRG group. And she's like, I'm going to have Russell start attending the meetings. And, I've seen people have other people attend, and sometimes there's a drop off. Well, I'll tell you what, Russell and I became instant friends. He's a natural networker, and really a joy to work with him. As he mentioned, he's from Southern Maryland, so we had that connection. He's a very, very good networker. And Russell and I just hit it off right away. He's already referred 3 people to NRG in a very short time, and all 3 have joined. So very impressed with Russell as a businessman, as a networker. We've already become friends. He's very easy to talk with. You feel like, Leon, you've known him, I wouldn't say as long as you and I, 25 years, but I feel like I've known Russell like 5 years. It's Russell, wouldn't you agree? It feels like a lot more than
Absolutely
2.5 months,
Absolutely. And I think what sparked it was the Lamar Jackson debacle that's going on right now.
Oh my God. Leon and I talk about that every week, and thank God the draft's going to be here this weekend, and something will get resolved. I think by the time the weekend's done, we're going to figure it out. I believe Lamar will stay with the Ravens, and he's going to be so mad that nobody offered him a stat sheet or contract. I think he's going to take him to the promised land and win a Super Bowl next year and get all the critics off his back. But that's just one man's opinion.
Okay. Now, speaking of football and that big selection thing they have going on tomorrow, one of our producers, one of our broadcasters with us here at the Leon Thomas Group, her name is Jasmine Pollock. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. on YouTube, Jasmine will be hosting a special show to talk about all the NFL happenings that are taking place tomorrow night. That show is at 8 o'clock. If you want to watch it, go to the Leon Thomas Group YouTube page. How do you get there? Just go to the leonthomasgroup.com. There's a link there that sends you to the YouTube page, or you can check out Jasmine's website, jasmineonsports.com. You want to check out the show because here's why. Russell, check this out. Last year, during that NFL selection thing that they called a draft, as the show was going on, I'd say, Jasmine, who is this team going to select? What position do they need to draft? She nailed like the first 7 by player name. They're going to take this guy out of here, this one out of here, this one. Then, like for the next 7, it was they're going to draft the quarterback, they're going to draft the lineman. She was right on like 14 consecutive picks.
Wow.
You want to watch and check it out. Now, wait, before I back out and turn it over to Mike and you guys talk for a little bit, am I seeing Ohio State stuff in the back?
OH, baby. OH. Absolutely.
Well, Russell, it's been nice having you on the show, and we'll talk with
you soon. Don't tell me you're one of them UM guys.
The only reason I'm going to say I'm a UM guy, and it's a real crazy reason, but there's only one reason why I'm going to say this.
Okay.
It's because my dentist and his wife both went to Michigan.
Okay. All right.
When you got a dude playing around your mouth,
I was going to say,
man,
yeah, you got somebody playing in your mouth. You don't want to disagree with him, yeah.
But and he watches the show, so.
Well, in that case, I'm glad.
Dr. Mohit Vermonti, thanks for watching. I'm going to back away. You and Mike go ahead and chat for a bit. I'll join you in a couple of minutes.
Appreciate it, Leon. Thanks. So, Russ, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. And by the way, this will be, we're doing it live now. It'll be on Facebook, LinkedIn. People could be watching this right now, 3 months from now, 3 years from now. So Yeah, I'm really excited to have you on today. I appreciate you being here.
Appreciate you.
When someone goes through one of your trainings at Action, and I've been familiar with your company for years. I've been doing NRG 23 years, but what would you say are 2 or 3 benefits when they go through the training? How are they going to be a better person? Just give us maybe two or three benefits of going through the training. What should someone, how would you say they would reap the benefits? What would 2 of those be?
Wow, that's a big question. So we could talk about it from the individual standpoint, or we could talk about it from an organizational standpoint. But I think, the 2 biggest benefits that an organization or a person is going to see from participating in a training is they're going to grow their skill set in a way that is well beyond what an LMS system is going to provide them the opportunity to do, because we wholeheartedly believe in peer-to-peer learning. So we're giving an organization the opportunity to take their people and take the burden of having to train and upskill people off of their shoulders. So organizations can trust Action Coach to be their training arm of their organization and instill the skill sets that they're really looking for their employee to produce. So if an organization says, hey, I've got 5 new leaders in my organization that I really need to upskill and I really need to train, but I can't sacrifice the timing. Well, great. Trust Action Coach as your training arm. So we take those employees and we nurture them and we grow them for 12 weeks. And we really implement the skill sets and accountability of them really seizing that platform that they're ascending to, and their goals are leading them on. And so that trajectory that the organization has set in place, we come alongside them to really support that. So I would say that's one huge benefit to an organization and to the individual. And then, of course, everything in our society with the economy the way it is about money, right? So we all need money. And so one of the biggest things that we like to tout with organizations is that we are going to make sure that we track metrics to really support the growth of your organization and see that through the bottom line. It's our guarantee, right? So if you're investing in us, we're guaranteeing a 10-fold, 100-fold return of investment towards the organization. And we've seen that. We've seen organizations like an organization right here in Greensboro, North Carolina, that is relatively new. They're like 3 or 4 years in business. The young man who's, I believe he's in about his mid to late 20s, moved here from Ohio, right? The great state of Ohio. He moved here from Ohio, started a business. He's now $1 million business. Since working with Action Coach, he has developed 2 new business models and hit $100,000, I believe, in 3 months. In 3 months, Mike, of just working with us. So those are some of the testimonials and things that we really see coming out of working with organizations who really trust us with their training.
I love your answer. I love training arms. So a company can basically outsource their training to you, so they don't lose the time. They turn it over to a professional. So I appreciate your answer. I love your answer, and I love the guarantee as well. And the testimonial is great. You and we hit it off right away. I mean, you're a very likable guy, very friendly. What I noticed about you at the first meeting is you were giving out referrals right away. And, as a networking guru, that's something that impressed me. What is your biggest satisfaction, Russell, when you land a client, you become their training arm, and they come back to you and they go, Russell, we're now $1 million producer. What satisfaction do you, Russell, get from that? I'm sure it's high, and it's probably a longer answer, but in maybe a minute or two, what do you derive from that satisfaction of knowing you have helped a company get to where they want to go?
Oh, Mike, that's a loaded question. It's immense. It's immense, right? So that's why I do this work. That's why I got into doing the work of supporting organizations, supporting people. That's ultimately what my heart and passion and desire is to do. So the gratification that comes from an organization that trusts us, that says, hey, Russell, I want to come alongside. I want to learn more. I want to support what you're doing. I want to work with you. So I'm a giver. I love to give. You talked about how when I attended that first meeting. I believe in the law of reciprocity. So you give in order to get back. And so, but oftentimes you don't do it just for that. So, when I came to that meeting, and one of the biggest things I like to do when I'm supporting a client is I will give everything I have, everything that's been instilled and poured into me. I want to pour it back out because that's why we do what we do. And so ultimately, the gratification for me with working with an organization is to really see that growth, see that turnaround, and ultimately see that light bulb moment, because a lot of business leaders are so entrenched in the business that they don't get the opportunity to come out and work on their business. So they don't see and know everything that maybe they think they know, and ultimately they don't know what they don't know. And so we spend a lot of time really uncovering and helping organizations to see those blind spots, is what we call them. We have an acronym in Action Coach world called BFO. It's blinding flash of the obvious, right? So it's where a business owner or leader or anyone who partners with us really has that wow moment of, yeah, it's obvious, but it's something that maybe they just quite didn't see because it was in their rearview mirror. And so it's those BFOs that give me the opportunity to really have that instant gratification of working with an organization and a business.
Wow, that was amazing. BFO, I learned that new, and work on the business, not in the business. I've heard that before, but I think that's one of the common things that business owners wind up doing. So great answer. I'm going to give you one more question, and then we'll bring Leon back in. And, I was thinking about you and me and why we get along so well. And there's just I think we speak a lot of the same verbiage. I got more hair up here. You got more chin. But, there was like a natural, I've been doing this a long time, Russell. And, I was talking about law of attraction, and you seem to resonate with that, law of reciprocity, same type of thing. You have referred 3 people to me. Granted, one was your mom. She didn't have a choice, right? Right. But she's a great lady. But you've referred 3 people to me. What is it for our viewing audience? What is it about NRG that resonated with you so quickly? And I mean, you did 3 in like 2 or 3 weeks. I got members that have been with me 20 years that haven't referred anybody. And I'm not judging. I think you got the concept like immediately. You are a natural networker. And I've said that before. But what is it about NRG for you that helped you to feel so comfortable with Mike Weiner and with NRG that you were like, hey, Mike, I got some people for you. And, one of your guys I met at a live event here in Columbia, Maryland, he was doing construction, now real estate, and now mortgage. But what is your comfort level with NRG, and what's maybe one thing you could share with our audience about NRG? Because a lot of people don't know a good networking organization because they haven't been in one yet.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Geez, Mike, just one. So
one or two.
Okay, 1 or 2. So I'll make it quick. So I think, gosh, NRG, even though for those of you who watched the whole episode, you know that I'm relatively new to NRG, but I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I'm new to NRG, and I don't feel like I'm new to working with Mike Weiner. One of the best things about NRG is that NRG is synonymous with my values and beliefs. One of the biggest things that we have at Action Coach is 14 points of culture. And so I would like to say that NRG is pretty congruent with those points of culture for us and our beliefs and value system at Action Coach, right? Because alignment is so important. And so one of the biggest things about NRG is it provides an opportunity to really hone in on focus on what's important. What is your now goal? What are you really trying to get out of your business? What are you trying to get out of an interaction? And it doesn't take 90 minutes to do it. It doesn't take 2 hours to do it. It literally is instantaneous. Jumping on a call feels like everyone is there with a purpose. No one's there for just coffee and donuts. Everyone is there to get to work. Now, of course, there's rapport that's built, but there's a trusted environment with a value system in place that is really conducive for productivity. And that's what I love about NRG, is the fact that Mike has such a platform and such a successful platform at that, that I guarantee you're going to walk away with at least 5 referrals, 3 to 5, 3 to 5, 3 to 6 referrals, and you'll have an opportunity to really capitalize and take your business to the next level. So that's the biggest thing I found with NRG and the reason why I love connecting with this group.
I love that answer, Russell. I appreciate that. Thank you. So we're going to bring Leon back in, but it's been, we've known each other a short time, but I was like, we got to get you on the show. And
thank you, man.
You would knock it out of the park, and you did. And, I'm really enjoying you and I getting to know each other and developing our friendship, our business relationship, helping us grow. And you've been a huge asset to NRG. And
likewise,
behind the scenes as much as I can. So we'll bring the big guy back. Leon hadn't been here in a couple of weeks, so it's really good to have Leon back. Man, we missed you. Your team did a great job, Leon, filling in for you, but there's nobody like Leon Thomas, the man. So I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks, Russell, and Mike. Thank you for the shout out about our team at the Leon Thomas Group. Everyone on the team filled in and just did a great job making sure that our clients were taken care of, that our shows went smoothly. So I want to thank everyone. And we're a small team, so I can thank everyone by name. Thank you, Jay Rysenko. Thank you, Jasmine Pollock, Oren Stewart, Kelly Johnson, Ramisha Gordon, and Jeremiah Nixon. Thank you all for your work. Jay, you're in the studio. Give me a thumbs up. Did I mention everybody? So that's what happens when you start doing names. Give me a thumbs up, Jay. Did I get everybody? All right, good. All right, great. Thank you very much. So now, Russell, you made mention you introduced your mom to NRG.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about what does your mom do?
So my mother works for Berkshire Hathaway. She is a real estate agent. Rhonda Scott, go find her. She is on every single social media platform with the same handle. And I believe she has an email with Realtor Rhonda. She went through, so entering the pandemic, let me back up a little bit. Entering the pandemic, she was one of the folks who had to do a career shift. And so this was where, the universe led her. And so she landed as a real estate agent and now one of the top performers in the Eastern North Carolina area. So she is out of Wilmington, North Carolina, lives down near the beach. So I'm envious of her, but I get down there to visit from time to time. So
okay, right on, good. And Russell, if folks want to get in touch with you, anyone that's watching the show and they want to get in touch with you and learn more about you and Action Coach, how do they do that?
Yeah, so they can reach me via email at russell.dye@actioncoach.com. I would love to hear from anyone who just wants more information and just wants to hear more about Action Coach and maybe have us take a look at their business and how we can support their growth. They also can reach us via our website at Team Hauser. That's Team Hauser at Team Hauser .actioncoach.com.
All right, great. Thank you. Thanks for being on NRG this week. We're not allowed to talk sports. Yeah, right. We're going to talk a little sports here. 1 minute. That means combined, the three of us, 1 minute. So that breaks down to like 20 seconds each.
Mm-hmm.
Starting now. Will Lamar Jackson be a Baltimore Raven this football season? Question 1 and question 2. Will there be a big trade that takes place tomorrow that gets rid of him takes him away from Baltimore? Russell, what do you think?
Yes, I think there's a big trade tomorrow night. I think with the talent that's coming out this year, I got to mention my boy CJ Stroud. I don't think CJ is going to be the answer for Baltimore, but I do think that with the talent coming out and with what Lamar Jackson has expressed, I believe that he is gone from
He's
Baltimore.
Gone. Mike, what's your call?
Russell, we disagree on this one. I totally believe the Lamar will be with the Ravens. No big trade. However, I do think the Ravens are going to draft a quarterback So they're going to have 3 exceptional quarterbacks, and Lamar is going to have to work his tail off this year to go win the Super Bowl. But I think they are going to figure it out in the long run, and he belongs here in Baltimore.
All right. I say he will not be there. Will not be a big trade tomorrow night. But Lamar will not play for the Ravens. He's going to sit out. That's what I say is going to happen. Tyler Huntley is going to be the quarterback to start the season, and he'll finish the season, and the Ravens will win a Super Bowl with Tyler Huntley under center. You heard it from me first, but be sure to join Jasmine Pollock tomorrow for the special selection show that goes on tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Russell, thanks for being here on NRG this week.
Thank you,
Mike,
Leon.
always good to see you. And everyone, you can watch this show, watch NRG this week every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern, right here on these same social media networks. I'm Leon Thomas with the Leon Thomas Group. To learn more about us, go to our website, theleonthomasgroup.com. Thanks for watching NRG this week.